Servus Jungs, ich bin Konzi von Freekickers und das sind die Jungs von F2 Freestylers. Wir wollen euch zusammen heute den Billy Wingrow Sledgehammer zeigen. Viel Spaß dabei! So Billy, I saw your sledgehammer. Can you tell me some important facts about it, how you do it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been doing this type of shot since I was younger, and what I know about this shot is you haven't got to have big muscles or strong legs to get the power in the shot. It's all about technique. When you step back away from the ball, the distance you run up to the ball is not really important, it's how comfortable you are. I normally take about 4 steps back, but what is important is that you're not central to the ball, you're just slightly off centre, okay? And when you run up to strike the ball, you need to do this with power and speed. You master the knuckleball and your run up is quite slow and controlled. With this, it's kind of like you need that force, that energy to put through the ball to get extra power. You can use the sweet spot here, which is what you use for the knuckleball, but I like to use the laces area. The area is central, but not just the contact on the ball, but how you follow through. You have to follow through the centre of the ball as well.
Okay.
Instead of hitting the centre of the ball and going off to the side, with the sledgehammer, you go through the ball.
Yeah.
So you hit with the centre of your laces through the centre of the ball, and then you have to follow through, and your whole momentum goes through the ball.
What do you think, how long does it take to master this technique, or at least to have a good power on this shot?
It takes a lot of practice, but what you should remember is not to try to hit the ball just as hard as you possibly can. It's more the technique of the run up and the striking the ball that has a big play in how much power you get onto the ball. So always remember that don't just try and run up as fast as you can and hit the ball as hard as you can. Remember, the technique is the most important thing. Practice that and then build up the speed and try and hit the ball harder each time, and you will improve.
Are there other important parts for the sledgehammer technique?
Yeah, I mean, if you just want the straight shot, you have to use obviously the laces and hit through the ball, but there are other techniques you can do with the sledgehammer shot. For instance, if you use the instep here, this part, the sweet spot, for like the knuckleball, but still hit through the ball, you can get a curl effect or like a glide effect where the ball will go slightly curved, but it will be just as powerful. If you notice that when I make contact with the ball, my body lifts off. Basically, this is a technique that I use to get more power, and my momentum will flow naturally through the ball.
So thank you guys for showing me the sledgehammer.
Thank you, mate.
And if you want to learn this, then click here.